Alright, hey guys, figured I'd make a video about this because I saw a few people post and it caught me off guard. So I ordered these on eBay, which supposedly work for 98s. Evidently, maybe with the 5.9, I don't know, or some 98s, we have this connection style. It's the 2. Well, the ones off eBay have the 3. So after digging in, I found O'Reilly Auto Parts had these. And it comes with the pigtail, because I found all this on Amazon, but it was about 20 bucks a side, which would have been 40 bucks total to buy the socket and the pigtail that connect together. If you look on O'Reilly's website, you can look this part number right here, the 85885, and you'll find these. I went to a local store, they ordered it, it was there next day at 2 p.m., no shipping charge. So it was like 14 bucks total. I've already snipped off the factory, and I'm just putting this together. I'm going to test it now to make sure I have the wires correctly. This is 3-pronged, so we could put in a relay and integrate it off of the side marker here. I mean, you could do that if you wanted, but I'm not right now. I just need to get it together. So if this works, I have some shrink wrap, which I'll use to put over that, and basically a 4-blend solder with lead in it, as you see, which is going to be really good bond. And I'll solder it up, heat shrink it, put it back together, and it should look like factory. So I guess I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so here we go. I got the new one in. I have it nicely tied up. I have my heat shrink on this side. I have a bigger one on this side to cover them both once I get them melted down. I have the solder warming up now. So I'm going to get all this soldered together and heat shrunk down. Alright, here we go. Here's the final product. Soldered these together, pulled the individual strands over, melted those, and then drug this big piece over. So hopefully it now looks like factory, besides this little guy. As you see, I did trim this a tiny bit because this one fits in this way. And while it seemed it could clear if you pushed hard enough, I'd rather just give it the space it needs and just cut it out. So now this slides nice and tug and these screws holes line up. So I'm gonna pop to the other side and knock it out, and I'll be back. All right, knocked out the other side. And I'll heat shrunk up. I think it looks good. Tested it, bulb works. Got this main headlight assembly in. So now I'm just waiting on all my LEDs. So these guys here, hopefully those will be in the next couple days, and I'll be able to wrap this up and see what this looks like. So I'll do another video then. All right, so I'm gonna change the turn signal relay. A user on the Facebook group told me that they will blink fast, which was usually the case with LEDs. So I picked up this off of Amazon. Got it here, I think it was like $10 or something. And I've taken out the relay panel over here, and I'll see if I can get the camera. That one, that gray one in the back is the one I need to pop out. It could be really snug, so I'm gonna try to use some pliers here and gently persuade it to slide out, put the new one in, and hopefully be able to wrap this up. All right, well, there we go. This definitely took some persuasion. Definitely had to kind of get this in here at like an angle like this and kind of just wiggle it back and forth while pulling, while getting a good grip on this, because I did slip off a few times, but I did get it out. So now I'll open this up and slide this in and put it back together. Okay, well, that took a little finagling, but it is in there. So now I can put this back together. See if I can remember how to do this. This had to kind of be gently slid behind here. Get the holes lined up. Dodge all these little wires. There we go. There's this little tab right here that you slide this little metal piece on, and it kind of holds the side of this in. pop this little guy in, and we should be good to go. I'll put the last couple screws in, and we're ready to get this working. Alright, wanted to do a small video of this wrap I had done. A little disappointed. I had these painted at a shop. They're supposed to be matte black, as you see. A shine to them. They definitely are not matte, but it does give a nice little contrast. I think I'm gonna leave it, try it out. The wrap is a little dirty. I need to clean it, but kind of see how it looks on this vehicle. They did a good job. I did have the windshield replaced. Has 55% tint on it. The crack is gone. This piece came out, and as you see, I was able to kind of clean it up really well. So that looks good. New windshield wipers. So I'm sure you watching this know that this is going to be my off-roader. And I'm sure some of you may or may not have seen this. A guy on Facebook, and he also sells them on eBay, but it's a completely waterproof 5 relay kit with quite many fuses in there. So since I'm going to run a lot of LED lights and stuff and off-road lights, I figured I would hook this up to the battery, and then that way I can wire everything into this, and that way I don't have 1,000 wires going to this thing. I am taking this to a shop soon to kind of put new ends on and do the big 3 in here, because these are really worn, and I'll probably pick up a new battery while I'm at it. So I'm gonna figure out where I can mount this sucker, because as you see, there is not much room in here. So I don't know if anyone has some tips or suggestions on where they might have mounted theirs, but that would be definitely helpful to me. All right, well, my next task was this rear light. So here's what factory looks like. I'm sure most of you know what that looks like. And then here is my aftermarket one. Let's see if I can get in here and take a look. I didn't take the plastic off because I'm not done yet, but as you see, I got a new reverse light with Osram LEDs in it. So I'll see how these things look. The design is a little funky. As you see, it's kind of like angled, and it points the LEDs back into the housing. So I'm curious to see how well these work or how bright they are. There's no indication of lumens on the package, so I'm really interested to see how bright these things will be. But there's that start, and there's the custom tag. All right. So I'll be back when I get both of these done, and hopefully get a video up.